All right, guys, welcome back to fourth episode podcast.
What the fifth?
Fourth or fifth. We screwed one up 2 weeks ago. We were trying to do a remote type of deal with Ryan being down in Hollywood and then me being back here. Um, and the video didn't work out, so we kind of wasted a little hour of a podcast on that one. So Ryan's back home for the holidays for Thanksgiving, so we'll have him here in studio. So, but we'll work out the kinks and get the remote thing working. So next time we'll be back on track. So again, want to welcome you guys back to the fourth episode, I believe it is, or fifth episode. Thanks for hanging in with us, and let's get right to it. We're gonna do this one a little different because usually we have a little script and kind of topics we're going to talk about and that kind of stuff. But this, we're just going to freeball it, so to speak. We're just going to, whatever we talk about, we talk about. So,
Yeah, I mean,
um,
we don't have a whole lot going on in our sports worlds right now.
a little bit.
We don't have that much going on.
No,
No.
with every sport going on pretty much except for baseball.
Yeah, but there's nothing big going on.
um, let's do some football picks. Football picks too. I got to update that because the Excel thing we were using, didn't work and all that. So we kind of have to start all over. But I'll get all the scores and update you guys for the last one or next one. Um, this this week we got 3 games on Thanksgiving, one on Friday, and then the rest on Sunday. So it's kind of a weird kind of schedule this week. So Thanksgiving you got Packers and Lions. What do you
Lions.
got? You got Lions at home. I'm gonna do Lions also. Commanders, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
So I got um, Niners, Seahawks.
Niners.
And I almost kind of want to bet against them, but I'm not gonna. Dolphins at Jets. Yeah, I
Dolphins.
know.
Yep.
Bucks at Colts.
Bucks.
Yeah,
Both kind of suck though.
yeah, but I think Bucks are red. Oh, here's two shit ass teams: Patriots and Giants.
Yeah, Patriots. Horrible team. Horrible
Yeah,
game.
hopefully that's not like a primetime game. Steelers at Bengals. No
Bengals.
Joe.
Oh, that's true.
Joe Burrow's out for the season.
Maybe it was Steelers.
But then you got Kenny Pickett, I guess, or whoever.
Yeah, I'm still going Steelers, I think.
Steelers. Yeah.
Forgot about no Joe.
Yeah, I don't know who they're gonna do. Flacco, or are they gonna do one of the other guys? I don't know.
Flacco's not on there, is he?
I think he signed.
They signed with the Browns.
Was it with the Browns?
I don't know. I
I
don't.
don't
I don't
know.
know if it's Bengals.
Panthers, Titans.
Titans.
Yeah, the Panthers team is just not good. Jags, Texans.
Jags.
I'm gonna go Texans on this one. C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, he looks good, but that's
We'll see. Saints, Falcons.
ooh, division rivalry.
Yeah, this
I'll go
one's always a
Saints.
good one. And I'm gonna go Falcons on this one. Rams, Cardinals.
Rams.
Not liking Kyler?
I think the team's just bad. Both teams suck, but
Yeah, I'll go Rams. I think their defense is a little better. Browns, Broncos.
mm, Broncos. Browns have a better defense though.
Bills, Eagles.
Um, hmm, Bills.
Bills.
Yeah,
I'm going Eagles on that one.
I'm gonna go with the Bills.
Wow.
Smell an upset.
Chiefs, Raiders.
Chiefs.
Ravens, Chargers.
Ravens.
You gotta go Ravens on that one too. They've been playing pretty good. And then Monday night, Bears Vikings.
God, Vikings.
Oh, you hater! I'm going Bears.
Yeah, you guys put on a great display last week.
As long as we can play full.
You're great for 3 quarters.
Yeah, 3.5 quarters. So, all right. So that's the picks for this week. Anything NFL wise you want to
Well,
discuss?
Joe Shiesty's out for the season.
Joe Shiesty's out. I
I
mean,
forgot about
that's
that.
big. That's. I mean, what does that do for the Bengals?
Takes him out of it.
I
Takes
mean,
him completely out of it.
yeah,
That's
and they
Jake
weren't playing
Browning.
that bad.
Browning, I think. No, they well, he got healthy and they
Yeah,
started figuring it out, and now he got hurt. No, that's it. That's wraps for them.
yeah. I think. Yeah, I think that team's pretty much done.
Yeah,
So,
there's no playoffs or anything. They're done. That's a
um,
packed AFC too.
you
Yeah,
lose a star. You lose your star quarterback, and yeah,
no.
and I don't know who's their replacement or who's their
Jake
second.
Browning, I think. That's the second. I don't know who that is.
That doesn't sound
So
very
no, it
good.
should be bad.
Yeah. So it sounds like a this year's been a backup fest in the NFL.
A lot of injuries.
So yeah, if you're second string quarterback, you better be ready.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Joe
so,
Shiesty's out.
yeah, Shiesty's out. That's a big one.
Chiefs suck.
Chiefs
Their
are
offense
offense.
suck.
So is it
Their
be?
receivers suck.
It's true because I mean you had Kelsey drop one because he's looking at Taylor, and then
Yeah, whatever.
um,
Well,
Marquez
Scantling dropped a touchdown.
easy touchdown.
Watson kid dropped
So I mean
a big
definitely
ball. They all
some
suck.
yeah. But is it because Bieniemy isn't there? Is that
That they
offense
can't.
different
No,
because
because
he's
this
not
is
there?
also like they should have won that last game. You got to catch the ball.
That's it, right? I
I don't
mean,
think that has to do with
throw
Benemy.
the ball,
I
catch the
mean,
ball,
losing Benemy isn't
and then
helpful, and then
defend the
hiring
ball.
wasn't it Matt Nagy? Is that their new
Is it
OC?
Nagy?
I
Yeah,
think so.
yeah.
So that doesn't
And
help.
he did
That's
great
not.
with the
Yeah,
Bears,
that's not a great
but
replacement, but
he was also with the Chiefs before, so it's not
yeah,
like he doesn't know that system or whatever. But
no,
I don't
it
know.
doesn't help. But receivers got to catch the ball. Who's a receiving coach? He should be fired.
Probably get
He
fired.
sucks.
I think someone just got fired
He's not
last week
doing
just
good.
because like their defense or something, like one of the teams.
Wasn't Chiefs defense.
No, it wasn't Chiefs, but
Well, the Bills OC got fired.
maybe that's
That's
who
what
I
you're
was
thinking
thinking
of.
of. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they went and threw up 30
So
against the Jets. So
I don't know. Who else NFL wise? Anything?
I don't think anything else big has happened
Nothing
outside of
big.
that.
Yeah.
It's just Joe Burrow, and then Chiefs are kind of sucking. Um,
Surprising about the Chiefs struggling the way they are, though.
yeah, but they're
Um,
still winning. They could be 10-0.
yeah.
Is what's
So
crazy.
are Eagles the team to beat? Is that record a solid 9-1,
I don't know.
or have they gotten lucky and they're maybe a 6-3
I
or
don't know if they've gotten
7-3
lucky.
team?
I don't know if they've gotten. Well, I think they're because what are they 9-1?
9-1.
I don't think they've gotten lucky, but there were some games they could have definitely lost.
But I mean, they didn't look good that first half.
No,
I mean, that first half they looked bad. So
no,
they did something
they didn't
at
really look that
halftime.
great in the second half either.
No, that's
They're just
true.
their defense
But
put
their
up a
defense,
0
yeah,
because
put
the
up a
offense
0.
on the
Yeah.
Chiefs sucks.
I mean, you don't have to play that good if your defense is going to put up a 0.
Yeah, so because what they scored 14 points.
I think so.
That's what it ended up
14-0.
being. Yeah,
So
14-0 in the second half.
yeah,
So I don't
but
think I don't know. They don't look that great either, but they're probably the team right
I
now.
think they're probably the team, but they don't look like a dominant team. They look beatable.
They definitely look beatable.
So
They look worse this year than they
yeah,
did last year.
yeah,
They looked
yeah.
way better last year.
Um,
Both of them do, I guess.
okay. I think they would struggle like a 49ers and
That's in 2 weeks.
Eagles, or maybe even Eagles Cowboys would be a good matchup for them.
Well, they already beat them
Um,
in that big game.
what other team would probably beat them in the
Look like the Ravens would
NFC?
cause them problems. They're not in the AFC, but
Yeah,
I mean, let's see what the Bills. The Bills could cause them problems.
yeah. Um,
See if Josh Allen can not turn the ball over, but
yeah, he's got to be better. I mean,
Guess I'm turning the ball
I
over.
think he said he's got to be better, but
Leads the league in turnovers.
Patrick says he's got to be better too. So
Yeah, but that's just him taking the fall for shitty receivers.
Are you really taking the fall for that, or am I? I don't know. I'm putting someone on blast.
That's what your captain does. Oh, I'm sure behind the scenes it's probably ugly.
Yeah, that Rolex isn't coming to the wide receivers.
No.
So, because that's one, it's just it kills you, lose, you kill your stats, and
Well, there were just two bad
yeah,
drops that cost them that game, really.
yeah. So that's just,
And that's the third time that's happened this game.
'cause,
All
I
three of
mean,
their losses are because
their
of drops.
defense was on fire the first half. Because I mean, they were all over the Eagles in the backfield. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Any other surprises other than?
No, I think it's gone. It's just about as we expected it to
Yeah,
go.
I think so.
You guys almost pulled off an upset. Huge
Almost
upset on
got
the
the
road.
Lions
On the road.
in Detroit,
And then just fell apart.
and then like
Absolutely fell apart.
Jim Harbaugh, just go get him. Go get Harbaugh.
Why would you? Why leave Michigan? I still don't think why would you leave Michigan unless they get rid of him for they ban him or something. But
I think he's going to be suspended next year, so I don't think he's going to want to sit out. I think he's going to,
But we keep talking about your coaches. Your coaches have never been good.
No, but that's the thing.
Your coaches suck since Lovey.
Cycling through the Chiefs, farm system of coaches.
Shouldn't have gotten rid of Lovey Smith.
Just get a prime coach and stick with them. But I mean, there's other teams that have young coaches too, and they're doing just fine.
Yeah, Dolphins are doing all right. Yeah.
Chargers, they figure it out.
Niners have a young coach. Technically.
I don't know if it's the coaches. It's just I don't know. It's just a bad team.
Yeah, your players also suck too.
Yeah.
You don't have any players. You have one player on defense. And then you have one player on offense, pretty much.
It's a bad team right now, and I don't know if quarterback is the next pick.
He's not the only issue.
But I mean, so if we do get Caleb Williams, is that really a
if you can't protect Caleb Williams, then it doesn't really matter that much.
Or are we gonna just make that kid cry?
Probably. He probably will cry.
Cry in his mom's arms.
He probably will. And then they'll be talking about him being a bust.
Yeah. Well, I could totally see him being a bust. I mean, but they still rate him pretty high. I think they still rate him number one pick, right?
Yeah. I don't think it's changing.
But I don't know. Is he better than? I mean, you got those good college quarterbacks, but then once they get to the NFL, they're backup quarterbacks, if that maybe.
Yeah, I mean, all college quarterbacks suck.
It's just different. And I don't know if
we rarely see any good college quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Turn into good NFL quarterbacks.
I mean, just look at all the hype with you got Love in Green Bay. I mean, he's not lighting it up.
He ain't doing that good. Bryce Young sucks.
Bryce Young, yeah, exactly.
That's also another bad team. But, yeah, he sucks.
But I mean, you think of all those quarterbacks that come out of college, like say Tebow or Matt Leinart or
yeah, they all suck.
All these big time quarterbacks, and then they get to the NFL and they're broadcasters after that. So
pretty much, or you get Patrick Mahomes,
or you get a Patrick Mahomes, or you get a Josh Allen out
Trevor
of Wyoming,
Lawrence,
or something like that. I don't know.
Joe Burrow.
Or you try to pick Tom Brady out of what pick was he?
The last pick.
Was Brady was the last pick?
I think he was like 199 or something. Yeah.
No, Brady.
Yeah.
In the 60s, was he?
Yeah, I think he's like dead last pick.
No. Well, you had Purdy, who was dead last, right, Mr.
Yeah.
What do they call it, Mr.
Mr. Irrelevant? Yeah.
That's what happens when you're the last pick.
I guess so.
Yeah. And I mean, he's taking advantage of his team, of his chance.
He's doing all right.
They had that little 3-game losing streak, but I think they needed that too, though. Just
to get it out now.
Yeah.
I'd way rather they go through that now than when it matters. Now,
fix your issues, and then get back to where you can.
It's also like there were injuries during that time. You could see that there was some fog.
What do you think about the CMC giving him the ball for like 4 touches to try to get him a touchdown?
Okay, that's a record.
You good with that?
Yeah, you got to break the record. Shows good faith in Kyle. It scares me.
What if he gets hurt?
Yeah, that's why it scares me. But he's fine. So
just to get a PR and he gets hurt.
a big record.
pulls a hammy or ACL or something.
Yeah, no, I don't
just to
like
get
it.
that
Scares
record.
me, but I'm for it.
I mean,
I
oh
support it.
yeah, that
Definitely
stuff
scares
makes me
me.
nervous.
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing
So,
to
all
watch,
right.
but
So that's it, NFL wise. Like I said, 3 games Thursday on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all you guys. Um, one Friday game, which is weird.
that's the Dolphins Jets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's never been a Friday
No, I
game.
think this is their new Black Friday game. They've
So
experienced that.
people are out shopping, and then
It's at night, but yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
I mean, we'll
And then
watch it. It doesn't matter.
yeah, we'll
We'll
watch.
watch it. We'll be watching it.
Which one's this?
Dolphins Jets. It's on
Oh,
Black Friday.
so no Zach Wilson. He's out.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gone. No Zach
Benched.
Wilson. Yeah.
So now who's the quarterback now?
I don't know, but
Oh
that
yeah,
game might be
but that yeah, I
30-0.
was gonna say you're probably watching 15 minutes of that game and
Yeah, that game might get ugly.
then go back to Black Friday shopping.
Yeah. So who knows?
So, or you're Black Friday shopping or watching the game while you're out Black Friday shopping because I don't think that's gonna be a ratings buster.
Probably
So,
not. I can't imagine this is a big. Oh, everyone's gonna tune in for this game.
well, and that's what I mean. Well, when they schedule it, they're probably thinking Rogers. Rogers Jet.
It's true.
So I mean,
Rogers versus Tua. I guess
yeah.
that makes sense.
So I guess that makes sense, but I don't know. Maybe do some flip flopping in season or something because that's just your Friday night prime TV game, and
Sucks.
that's the
It
game.
might suck.
Well, it's better than having like Patriots and Giants on
Yeah,
Friday
they
night
should
game.
never
Yeah.
advertise that.
Some teams should just not be on prime time. I don't want to see those guys on a Thursday night or a Sunday night or a Monday night game.
Don't want to see the Panthers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's just
Don't want to see you. Don't want to see the
no.
Bears.
I know
I
Monday
really don't
night
want to
is
see the Bears on
night is
Monday.
Bears and
Yeah.
Vikings, but it is in conference, so it's that's one of their rivals. So,
So
but
are the Dolphins and the Jets.
and
But
Vikings don't have Kirk Cousins, but they do have Dobbs.
Dobbs looks good.
Dobbs looks real
And they're
good.
red hot. They're the hottest team
Yeah,
in the league right now.
Dobbs looks good. So
Well, they won 6 in a row? 7 in a row?
yeah, I mean
Something like that.
he's doing enough for them to win.
That's without Justin Jefferson that they're doing this too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're screwed.
yeah, that game might be
So
ugly.
yeah, that could be a 15-minute game too. So
Yeah.
who knows? So college football, anything big going on? Oh, you got Saturday game is Michigan Ohio
Michigan,
State.
Ohio State. That's a
So
big game.
2 versus 3 on that one.
Yep, big game.
So that could affect the standings.
Yeah, that's always a big game every year too, and now it's a really big game.
But yeah, but when they're both
ranked that closely,
ranked that in the top 3, and they're both undefeated.
This time of year,
and,
there's only there only 4 more weeks?
Or
maybe even
I think
less.
This is the last week, isn't it?
This is the last week of the regular season.
Last
it
week
might
of the
be,
regular
yeah.
season, yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I mean, you lose a game right now, that could put you out of the top 4.
Yeah.
So, because who's the 4? I think was it
Florida?
Washington?
Or is Washington?
I think Washington
4th?
moved up to 4.
Oh, really?
I saw, yeah.
Oh. Over Florida?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's what I saw.
Oh.
But so yeah, big college football game. That's probably the biggest. That's probably better.
Game of the year.
That's bigger than probably a couple of the.
I'm watching
NFL
that before
games.
I'm watching the Bears and Vikings. I can promise
put
you
that
that.
on Friday night or put that on Monday night.
Yeah, I'm
instead.
watching that for sure.
Yeah, I would much rather watch that game on prime time instead of, but who knows? We'll see. So yeah, that'll be a deal breaker on the top 4 in the playoffs. So.
Could be, yeah. But what if it's like a close game, and then the other 4th seed, 5th seed lose too?
If the 4th and 5th seed loses,
does that still knock them out?
I could see
one of
them
those out?
switching
to like 4th,
yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if Washington is 4 and they take care of business,
then
5
it's for
takes
sure
care
it's
of
wraps.
business.
Yeah, it's for game over.
Okay. I don't know. So yeah, big game. I don't. You think those guys want a big game like this at the end of the season?
Yeah, well, they do this every year.
I know.
This is their historic rivalry kind of game.
When they're both 11-0 or whatever it is,
Yeah.
I mean, you want the chance for the national championship.
I don't know. If I was a 20-year-old, 21-year-old kid, I'd be freaking out.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't play football, so
it's almost like a tournament game, one and done type of
pretty
deal. Because
much.
you
Pretty much your
lose this, you could
championship.
be out.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so
Plus, that's on top of all the bragging rights that they get every year
oh
from this
yeah,
game
yeah,
too.
yeah.
It's just
I
an
mean,
ugly rivalry.
that place is going to be packed. Where is it at Ohio State or is it Michigan?
Was that
I
Michigan?
think it's at Michigan.
Yeah.
So, what do we talk? I mean, that stadium holds
Doesn't it hold
80,
like
100,000.
100,000 or something like that?
Yeah,
I think
so
it holds a ton of
that
people.
thing is just going to be packed inside,
Yeah.
packed outside. You know,
Yeah.
so
That'll be a good game.
yeah, there's going to be way more people at that game than there are probably half the NFL games, or
Yeah, that's probably the game of
probably a
the
couple
week.
games combined.
It's probably the sports game of the
Yeah,
week.
yeah,
Yeah.
no,
That's
definitely.
what
So,
everyone's looking forward to. LeBron will be watching.
yeah.
Actually, he plays on Saturday, but maybe
Is
he'll
that
watch.
a morning game or
I
is
don't know if
that a
that
night
game's in the
game?
morning.
I would hope that they would put that as a night game.
Yeah, maybe.
That's got to be a primetime game.
But all college football games are usually at 10.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I
know.
don't know. 10 our time.
So, all right, so that's college football. What about NBA? NBA's roaring right now.
Yeah,
So
season's
you
rolling
got this
in tournament, in season
in
tournament.
season tournament thing going on,
Yeah.
and you like it.
No, I don't like it. I like the aspect that it's competitive basketball and not just some regular season role thing that we're going through. I don't really like it. I think it's useless as a whole. Doesn't really add anything. Nobody
Yeah, and
cares about winning this trophy. It's all about the money.
that's the thing. But the money, it's 500,000, right?
Yeah, but it's
Half of
just
these guys, they carry that in their
like
pocket.
LeBron and
You
AD don't
know,
care about
are they
500,000.
really going to be stressing over
No.
$500,000 just to win this thing?
Some of those guys,
You
they
know,
play vet minimum or whatever, so extra
and
500K is not bad.
yeah, but what about the guys
Or
that?
the rookies or the
Yeah, the
guys who
rookies
the
and
two
all
way
of those,
players,
I
whatever.
guess. That's a lot of money, I guess. But I don't know. I mean, are you playing harder for this tournament? And then what if you get injured because you're trying to win this thing?
Well, the difference is that the big issue is to keep guys from sitting
No, and I
out
get that, and
games and also keep fans
I
entertained
do applaud that
because the guys
because
don't sit
yeah,
and because they're still playing for something.
because if I'm going to a game and I'm taking my family to a game
Yeah, you better not
and
sit.
I'm dishing out $1,000 for 4 tickets or whatever the price is,
Yeah,
and they sit three of their stars, I'm
yeah,
pissed off.
yeah. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
It's mostly go over there, but
you
it's
know,
also a new venue. They're playing out in Vegas, which they don't do during the regular season, obviously.
and the
Um,
courts are all different.
yeah, they changed the courts, but they look weird. They look
Yeah,
dumb.
I don't know if I like that,
Yeah,
but
it looks
um,
like NBA 2K. It looks dumb. It looks like a video
yeah, it
game
does
court.
look video
It
gameish,
doesn't look
but
like a real thing. I don't like
yeah,
it.
but I
But
don't know. I
they play
mean,
good basketball. It's competitive. They're all very
yeah, but
competitive
no
games.
one's playing defense. I mean, look at those,
Well, I mean,
like the Indiana team.
well, that was
Two nights in a row, I think they've given up
was
130 plus points,
yeah, but
and they've scored 130 plus
they're
points.
number one offense in the
You
league right
know,
now. So
so but I mean, I don't know. Is it like almost like a exhibition, all star exhibition almost, where no one's playing defense?
it's way better than the All Star
But
game because the All Star game sucks too.
yeah, yeah.
But it's fun right now.
So so you got to win four, and you're the seed, and then what?
Yeah, you play 4 games in group stage. You try to get the top 2 seeds. First seed clinches quarterfinals. The second seed gets wild card play or whatever it is. I don't know, something like that.
I don't know. I mean, again, I get what they're doing to get the players going, but I just I don't know. Does it take away from the season?
No,
No.
no, because it's technically part of the regular
Yeah.
season. It's not like they added this plus the regular season games. That I would hate.
Yeah, that's true.
I would hate that way more
Yeah.
because now you're really killing guys.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's
All
part
right.
of it.
We'll see. I mean, Lakers are what 4-0, and they're playing right
They'll
now.
clinch. They'll clinch
Playing tonight.
top
So,
seed in the West for the tournament.
but does that mean like if they win this, they should win the championship, the finals?
I don't know if that's the case, but you would assume if you win the in tournament, you should probably at least make the playoffs and be
Make the
doing pretty
playoff?
good.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Um.
So
So like my Bulls,
Your Bulls are as bad as they're showing in the in-season tournament. They suck in the in-season, and they'll probably suck throughout the season.
After game 2 of the season, they're already having a team meeting.
Yeah, they're
And it's
already
game
talking.
2.
Yeah, that team's gonna get thrown apart. It should have already. You should have already traded everyone by now.
I just
There's no point in keeping all three of those guys
no. I mean, you
because
might as well trade them
they
now.
haven't done anything
Yeah.
before for that team. You guys made the play-in last year, right?
Yeah.
But you got blown out, I think, or I think you blew it to the Heat, didn't
Yeah.
you?
The Heat.
Was it the Heat?
I
Yeah,
think it was the
it was the
Heat.
Heat. I don't know,
So
but you blew
yeah,
that
but the
game.
Heat tore everyone up though. So
Yeah, well, Jimmy Butler. Maybe
well,
you should have kept him.
probably should have kept Butler.
Maybe you should have kept Jimmy
Yeah.
Butler.
Wish we had Jimmy Butler. So all right. So NBA. That's you got um some games. So what's on Thanksgiving? Do they have any?
I
We
don't
got
think they have any games on
nothing
Thanksgiving.
on Thanksgiving.
I was trying to think of that earlier. I don't think they play basketball on Thanksgiving.
I
They
thought they
do it on
did.
Christmas for sure,
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking of is
and
Christmas.
they'll play football games
Because
on Christmas too.
football, yeah,
But I don't think
and then they play on
they play on
Friday.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, they'll play on Friday. Some teams play Saturday,
Yeah.
but I
Okay.
don't think they play on actual Thanksgiving.
Okay. Men's basketball, college basketball.
Hmm. Just getting started out.
Yeah.
This is nobody. I feel like nobody's watching college basketball right now. I don't watch college basketball really until March.
True, but like right now, I'm checking in on women's college basketball than I am on men's college basketball.
Why?
Because you got South Carolina, that's number one now.
Yeah.
LSU's dropped and they're not playing good. And then they don't even have Angel Reese because whatever issues that she has. But and
Yeah,
then I saw a thing about her grades suck and
there's
maybe
all
that's
this
why she was
noise going on
benched. And
too.
well, Mulkey's got to just come out and say what the issue
Yeah,
is.
she beats
Just
around the bush
yeah,
and
just be
says that's that. I'm
transparent
not
and
saying
say,
anything else.
her grades suck, she's ineligible, or she's not playing good team, basketball, so she's being benched, or you know, she's not with the team because of this. But don't say, well, it is what it is, and you guys just leave it up to your imagination or whatever. It's just,
Yeah,
that's how it just keeps, everyone's guessing of what is, what's the issue. But
that's a bad look for your league
it,
and for your team. Your reigning champions
but Reese
are going through
also
all this
she's
noise.
had issues before. I mean, we talked about it last time with the whole Iowa game, but I mean, she transferred from Maryland where she had issues there too,
Yeah, but
going to
I
LSU.
mean, I'm not
So,
doubting her. I don't know what's going on there
um,
because like I said, until it gets to March, I'm not really watching
but I'm
men's or women's.
but I'm watching like seeing how many points Caitlin Clark's throwing up. You
Yeah, but
know,
I'm just banking on
seeing
her
if
dropping 35, and that's going to be that.
seeing if she gets a triple double or
Yeah,
I mean, the one loss that they got a one loss and that bumped them down.
yeah.
And she shot horrible. I think she shot like 2 for 19 or
But
something like
difference
that.
with college basketball for both men and women, it's not like college football where you're actively watching the top four and seeing who's
Yeah,
going to make the top four because those teams they're making the tournament
yeah.
regardless. So they'll be in the tournament, and then that's what really matters. How they do in that.
I mean, you got
I mean, you fight for your
Stanford,
seeding and your grouping or whatever, but
USC, Colorado. I think is up to number 5 in the women's. So I mean, oh, I pay way more attention to the women's right now than I do the men's for sure.
for college
Yeah,
basketball,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, I couldn't probably name you one high-profile college basketball player on the men's side, but I know the chicks. There's
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark and Angel
yeah,
Reese and
yeah,
Cameron Brink and
yeah. Link
Haley
and Van Lith.
Van Lith.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know them.
yeah.
So
So, um, oh, I'm digging the women's basketball, especially Iowa with Caitlin Clark.
I just don't need to watch her drop 40. I know she'll drop 40. 40 against Rhode Island. That's great.
I know, but I mean, when she does struggle and then they lose, it's like, you
Yeah,
know, everyone struggles. Everyone has a off shooting night, and
yeah. I'll watch it in
you know,
March.
hopefully, one of your other players
Or South Carolina. South
pick
Carolina's
up.
got that one player who's super cold too.
But South Carolina, I mean, they weren't even. They weren't. I don't think were they in the top 5 when the season started. And then UConn
Um,
lost too. Paige Becker's, coming back,
oh yeah, I
throwing up
forgot
some
about
points.
Paige. Yeah,
So as long as she stays healthy, I think they'll be okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got Beckers and Brink and Caitlin Clark, and to see if they stay or if they go after the season too. So who knows?
Yeah, I mean, how long can you drag it out as long as possible? You're getting more
Well,
money doing this than playing in the
okay, so
WNBA.
let's talk about that real quick. If you have another year of eligibility, are you staying
Yeah.
and doing the NIL, or are you jumping and going to WNBA?
Yeah, dude, they make like 10 times the money that they're making for the NIL than the WNBA.
And you're not having to go to class, then, right? I mean, you're already graduated, I think, right?
No, I don't think so. I think you still
I
go to
mean,
class. Yeah. I
you still have classes
think
in
you
your
still have like fifth year
fifth year
classes. Yeah. So
classes. Okay,
you still do something.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, but then there's the what if you get injured?
Who cares? You're going to make nothing in the WNBA anyways.
Yeah, I mean, you can get injured in the WNBA and
Yeah, and then
make less
yeah,
money.
you're screwed.
So
So
yeah, no, I would agree. I think the NIL thing is
it's not like the NBA.
it's I think it's doing what it should by trying to keep them in college and trying to keep them,
Yeah.
you
And
know, the
also getting
4
them paid
years.
while they're in college.
Yeah, yeah. No, I think they should always be paid.
Yeah.
We kind of talked about this with the whole Reggie Bush thing last time,
Yeah.
but um, yeah, no, I'm all for it. I think they should ride it out as long as they can and
I know I would. I
live
would
the
never leave.
college life and live
Yeah.
the NIL deals and
Yeah.
be a rock star for
Definitely would.
your city pretty much and you know
And then you're not playing every single day too. You have breaks.
yeah,
Yeah, no. I would do that for sure.
and you're not having to find another summer job or
Yeah.
in a different country or something
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
No.
yeah, you know.
Definitely not.
So I don't know. What did you see Tom Brady's going back to the NFL? You see his comments about the NFL? A lot of
How it's getting soft and
yeah,
how
a lot of mediocre
defensive
teams
players have
going
to
on
worry about offensive
out
players and
there.
stuff
So
like that.
I thought that was
I
kind of
agree.
yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
I mean, the best ever is going to speak out.
But he's part owner of the Raiders, isn't
Yeah, but still, I think he's still right.
he?
And this is coming from an offensive player, and he's talking about defensive players have to worry about offensive players. That's not how it
Yeah.
should be. I mean, even he said before he wouldn't be able to throw certain passes because he'd be worried about his guy getting knocked out by Ray Lewis or something like that. Now they can't even do that anymore.
Yeah, no,
They'll get booted out.
yeah.
So
Which I don't know. I do agree. The guy from the Broncos, what's his name, Jackson or whatever his last. I could be butchering that. The safety,
I don't
who
know,
keeps hitting people late or hitting,
when they're out of bounds or something like that.
hitting out of
Yeah, but
bounds
that's not the same thing
or
as
even unprotected hits.
yeah. But
You
these
know,
unprotected hits are so weird.
he keeps doing it though.
Yeah, but they're dumb because Ray Lewis would have gotten booted out a
Yeah,
lot of
it's a
times.
different league.
Probably wouldn't have even been
Yeah,
playing most of the season. Same thing with Patrick Willis.
yeah.
Ed Reed would have got killed out of there. So
It's different for sure.
this
So
unprotected thing. I don't understand how you're unprotected.
yeah, but I mean, if you're turned and then the next thing you know, you got a
But that's what you know is going to
you get a
happen.
safety
But that's
launching
also
at you.
where the
Yeah.
quarterback needs to protect the guy.
Well,
That's what Tom's saying.
yeah,
Quarterback can't make that certain type of throw, otherwise his guy's going to get
yeah.
knocked
His
out.
guy's gonna get killed, and you're gonna lose your
I mean,
wide
how is it fair
receiver.
for the defensive player to go in with the anticipation that guy's going to catch the ball, but because he didn't catch the ball, he's not facing you, you got to stop everything and not kill him?
Yeah, but is it any different from like those guys going after the quarterback and he slides and
No.
you know
Well, the sliding, I
how
don't
do you
know.
know
No,
he's
I don't
gonna
think so.
slide or how do you know he's gonna just
If
go
you're running at him
down or
full
whatever?
speed and you want me to stop everything and
Yeah,
dive out of the way, I
yeah,
think that's ridiculous
yeah.
too.
I think if that quarterback's running, he's
He's
fair
going to get
game.
hit.
Yeah. I mean,
I agree.
you're playing football.
I get like the helmet thing. You want to protect the heads, which is what the penalty is. But it's really hard to stop all of your momentum when you're already going down to the ground too.
Because I mean, you don't know if Mahomes is gonna actually go down on a
Yeah,
slide,
or
right?
like Lamar or something
Or
like
yeah,
those guys
any of
are
those guys.
they're great runners, so you don't know what
Yeah,
they're gonna do.
they could kind of fake slide and just keep going. And
Yeah,
what are you supposed to do? I don't know.
like you can
So
hit him, you can't hit him. Just like
put Thomas as one of the league rules guys or something. I don't know.
I don't know what that.
But what else we got going on?
Like
Uh,
football, nothing. But
no, sports wise. So
baseball.
we got some baseball, some movement
Just got a
starting
trade today.
starting a little couple trades here and there. Nothing big yet. My Cubs haven't signed Shohei and Belly and Snell yet.
It's gonna be a really sad December for you.
So hopefully, we get 3, 4 guys without trading everyone.
You might
But we
get
got the
three or
second
four.
best farm system. So we
You
got
might
some
get
farm
three or
people.
four guys, but you're not getting
So,
those 3 or 4 guys.
you know, you get the Japanese pitcher that's posted now, and
Yeah, but he's going to the Dodgers.
yeah, probably. So,
Him and Shohei, I think, are both going to the Dodgers.
so yeah, some weak moves, some like secondary moves, I guess you'd call them, or
Genie
third.
Suarez went to the Diamondbacks.
Suarez. You had
Lance
Cardinals pick up a
Lynn,
couple
a couple
pitchers.
pitchers. Yeah. Aaron
Um,
Nola resigned. That's been the
Nola
biggest
resigned.
move.
That's that. Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
I didn't think he would resign. I thought he would
I
go
think he
somewhere else.
resigned for that cheap.
And then, what about Marcus Stroman? So
He'll
he
be a Giant.
he opts out of his last year,
Yeah.
but he was scheduled to make 21.
Yeah, he'll make less than that, but he'll be a Giant. He might make more than
So,
that, actually. We'll
and
probably give him more.
everyone thought, I mean, the Cubs thought he would just stay for that year and take the 21.
Yeah.
But he's betting on himself to get more than 21 out there
I think he didn't love Chicago. I don't think he loved how the whole re-signing
because he wanted an
thing
extension in seat,
showed out. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it paid out for you guys because he wasn't very good at the
Yeah,
end of
the
that
second the
season.
second half he wasn't very good.
Yeah, but
So
I don't think he loved how that went. But I think he'll be a Giant. I think that's a done deal.
I haven't heard his name tied to anyone.
No, because I think he'll just be on the Giants.
So does he get more years, less money?
Yeah, he'll probably get like 3 years and like 40 million or something like that, or like 48 mil or something like that. He's also getting old. He's up there, isn't he? He's like
Yeah,
35.
he's in his 30s.
Yeah.
He's not a big guy either. He's
No.
5'7", 5'8".
Yeah.
He's
He
a
doesn't
short
throw that
little
hard.
guy. So I mean, but yeah.
He'll be a Giant. I can
So
feel it.
who goes first? Is it Belly or Shohei? So out of the two prime, because those
I
are
don't
the
know.
two.
Those are the two biggest.
Those are the two biggest names,
Probably
right?
Snell, maybe,
You got Snell, and I mean, other than some trades
or this Yamamoto kid. Yeah.
whatever. But is everyone waiting for Shohei and Belly? And does that happen before
so.
the winter meetings in December, or after the winter, or during the
I
winter
don't know
meetings?
why. I hope it happens before, but I don't know why it would happen before. Why wouldn't you go through the meetings?
Just because you have everyone there, right?
Yeah, right. Everyone's there. Everyone's talking to you. Everyone's offering you everything possible during that period. Why wouldn't you do it during
Well,
that
winter
time?
meetings, what, 2 weeks? I think it is 2 weeks
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
And you got Thanksgiving this week, so I mean, I don't think
anyone's signing this week.
I
No.
don't think Shohei's gonna eat turkey and decide on the Cubs this week.
No.
So, and then next week, why would you do it the week before the winter meetings? I guess so.
No.
So, do you think the dominoes will fall once one of those guys signs, or is Belly waiting on Shohei, or Shohei waiting on Belly? Or do you think
I
they're
think
not waiting at all and they're just kind of waiting for the winter meetings?
I think they're kind of just waiting around, seeing what's going to happen. I think Boras too, because that's Cody's agent, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's probably waiting for Shohei
You
and
think
going to
so?
play the market like that. Yeah.
And saying this
This is how much he
This is-
got. This is who they got.
This is the best.
So this is
hitter,
now the
fielder
best
out
guy that
there.
you can get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably waiting for that. So I do think
So what
it'll
if
come down to
Shohei
show.
drags it on?
I don't think he will.
You think he wants to sign quick?
I think he'll want to sign pretty quick. I do think it'll be in the winter meetings or shortly after or whatever.
That's the thing. I don't want it to drag on past Christmas.
No, none of us do.
I
That'll
mean,
suck.
I want, and I hate when they sign.
Well, they report what in
February, mid-February.
Is that when
Yeah.
pitchers and catchers are? Is it mid? Okay.
It's usually like around February 14th,
Okay.
and then the players are like a week after that.
Okay. Yeah.
So-
So it can't drag on too long.
But I hate. Speaking of that, though, but I hate when you have a ton of players that aren't signed yet,
I know.
and then you go into spring training,
With guys who aren't
and
fully
they're
ready.
still not signed.
Yeah. And then they're not fully ready.
Yeah, and then what do you do for your team? Too?
Yeah. No, I do hate that too.
So I would like you know, I don't know if you could do it, but if you can implement a drop dead date of
I
everyone
agree.
everyone's got to sign by January
I
1st,
agree. I
something like
agree.
that.
Or at least your top guys have to sign. Like you do like a
So
value thing where the guys who are projected to be valued over this have to sign by this date. Because there's always going to be guys who are like, run of the mill
yeah,
roster guys that just end up filling spots later on.
well, people always get hurt in spring
Yeah,
training and
so then you
stuff like
find
that,
sign
but
guys. So I'm
yeah,
get that, but there should be, you know, everyone knows the top free agents.
yeah,
So there should be a deadline. I
yeah,
wouldn't hate a
yeah.
deadline for those guys, just so we
Um,
can just be done with this.
Whether it be January 1st or whatever it is, that way the teams can, get them ready and,
Well, you also have guys who are on rosters now whose job will rely on who
yeah,
gets signed
that's
too.
true.
You know,
Yeah. And then
so
the other thing is, I mean, I think it's better for the fan base because um, a lot of the teams do their annual winter, convention or their conventions
yeah,
usually like in January. So it'd be nice to have your signed star there for that
be that
convention.
guy. Yeah,
Yeah. Um,
be the face.
yeah, because I mean, if you sign a Shohei, in March or late
Well, it
February,
won't be March,
you've
but
already had your winter
yeah, I
convention.
don't think it'll be
You
that late.
know,
I don't think he'll take that long. I think he'll probably be in December sometime. I think
okay.
that's when it'll be done.
So hopefully that's a couple more weeks. Winter meetings. I think it's
It's
in Nashville. I think it is in Tennessee is when they do it.
is it
Yeah. Um,
pure chaos?
doubt if they want to go back to Vegas. Um, because they all got sick, right? Didn't they all get sick there?
Oh, was that last year when they got sick?
No, just what happened? Just was that just the GM meetings a couple weeks ago?
Oh, yeah, that was just the
Yeah,
GM or
GM.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, hopefully there's just a big barrage. So I want to see a bunch of trades. I want to see a bunch of signings, and
We all do.
I think that's exciting because I mean you're just looking at your
It's really the
phone,
best
seeing
thing. Yeah.
where everyone's going, and then you're putting it on your board and saying what's the lineup and all this kind of stuff.
Once
So
baseball ends, that is the best thing about
yeah,
baseball.
yeah.
After that,
But
because baseball's free agency is really better than all the other sports free agencies.
true, true. But I mean, when it trickles, then it's like oh, just dragging on and yeah,
And it just drags on. Yeah.
yeah,
I just want the chaos.
yeah.
Just to hear
Maybe
that we
that's the
signed
thing is like
nobody would be great.
after the deadline is the end of the winter meetings or something like that.
Just do
You know,
deadline December 31st.
yeah, yeah. So um, so keep our fingers crossed. Shohei, Belly, Snell. Oh, and maybe Corbin Burns too. I'll take those four. So
You should just be really thrilled if you got Cody Bellinger back.
let's spend the
Really, really
money, pay
thrilled.
the luxury tax, go for it.
That's what we all want. I just wish the Giants would blow $1 billion.
Just
They
go for
released
it.
Game Day MLB released a roster of what our team would look like every time we came in second place. I almost cried.
Oh,
I like truly almost cried because it's like Shohei, Bryce, Stanton, Judge. It's just Correa. It's all these studs, and it was pretty heartbreaking.
yeah.
So I don't know. I after last year with Arson Judge, I have no hopes whatsoever. And Carlos Correa,
You'll get
no hopes.
Chapman and Tim Anderson.
I would love if we got Matt Chapman at this point. I would be adored if we got Matt Chapman. I don't even think he's really that good of a player
Gold
either.
Glover though, but still
Yeah, great defender, but hitting, I don't see what the hit.
270 ish.
No, I don't even think he'll get that.
No,
Yeah, because I think he hit 240 last year. I think that's what
with
he's a
20 home
240
runs
hitter.
though.
He's 17.
Well,
He averages 24 in his career.
he'll give your boy a challenge.
Who?
Um,
JD?
no, Wilmer
Wilmer? Yeah,
for
for
the
best
team
hitter.
lead.
Yeah, for best hitter. Yeah, that's true. He
So,
will give him a run for his
oh,
money.
Wilmer Flores is your team leader in home runs.
I mean, he was the second best player in the second half last year, behind Belly. He
Oh,
was the only one.
good God,
He was great, and we only pay him like $6 million.
jeez.
So it's a great deal. It's a bargain.
I mean, we haven't done anything except for re-signed Wizzy,
Yeah,
and that
that's
was
it.
two,
We
two
haven't
and a
done anything.
quarter.
We've
So
signed some
you know,
AAA guys or something like that, but nobody.
arbitration hasn't started yet either. So I mean, yeah,
No, we 9-tendered some guys, and that
yeah,
was that.
yeah. So, but
Rule
all right.
5.
So baseball, anything hockey going on? You following hockey right now?
No, I never follow hockey.
I don't
Fall
do it.
hockey in the playoffs, but
Yeah, that's a thing. I do it in the playoffs.
no,
Seems to be more action
no,
in
we're
the
not big
playoffs.
hockey guys.
You um, and I've been to a couple of hockey games before, but yeah, it's definitely
It's another thing. I've never been to one.
I get more into it in the playoffs. It just seems to be more hype, more action type of deal.
The only reason I know anything about hockey is because I have good friends who are from Vegas, and so
Vegas
they're all
Knights, yeah,
Vegas Knights,
yeah.
reigning champs.
You see, speaking of Vegas, you see the Sphere today? Was it today or yesterday? I saw it posted. It said "Welcome Oakland A's."
Oh, I saw it when it was a baseball.
Yeah.
That was that was I think that was last week.
Oh, was it?
I
Yeah.
think
I
so.
just
Yeah,
saw it today.
when
So
they
it's like,
announced it.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, and it was a baseball.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, the hockey, golf.
Big Cat's back.
Big Cat, he signed for the Hero, and then he just re-signed for
Doing
PNC.
PNC with Chuck. Yeah, with
So
Charlie.
yeah, so that'll be good.
Yeah,
My
finally
only
back.
thing though is, and I'm a Tiger fan, but I don't want to hear if he plays bad about his leg injury, his foot injury, all this other stuff.
Gonna hear about it.
I don't want to hear that. I think it takes away from the other players. It takes away from golf.
Him being there takes away from the other players, but that's what happens when the best player is out there.
I know, but if you're not playing the best and then you're just going to use that as an excuse, you know,
Yep,
that's
that's
my
the way it
thing.
is.
I just, I don't want to hear the
That's
excuses.
where we are with Tiger. The dude's got 2 fused backs,
Oh, God.
half a leg, one leg. I don't know.
I don't know.
DUIs, broken shoulders, everything, all the above. We're gonna hear about
No
it.
girlfriend.
No
She
girlfriend
dropped
trying to
her
sue him.
suit.
Doesn't want
No,
to
she
sue him
dropped
now.
it.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
dropped it now. Apparently,
Saying
it's a
that
whole thing.
that he never abused her and all
Yeah,
this stuff.
that's the whole thing.
So why would you even bring up the suit then, just to get the money?
Try to get the cash. Yeah.
Or do you think Tiger paid her off secretly and
Could have.
hey, you dropped the suit, here you
Could have.
go.
He's got it.
You
So
know,
could have.
get it out of the public eye and just
Yeah.
get done with it and just do the buyout.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, no, we're always gonna hear about the foot or
I
the
just
leg.
don't. I don't want to. I mean, like you didn't hear about like Kepka when he came back and then he
When
won.
he got hurt, though, we heard about Brooks.
When you get hurt, that's one thing, but when you struggle and you come back,
We were hearing about his
really,
knee. Yeah. Saying he still isn't back from his knee. Isn't the best player since his knee. Still had to deal with that. And then he came back. But Brooks is also 20 years younger than Tiger. He's like 10, but still.
so there is some live news. They just posted their schedule today about some
It's all
events
international.
because
A
yeah,
lot of
there's a couple.
international.
Yeah, yeah. Because Kepka was kind of peeved because he didn't know that what's going on with the schedule,
Oh,
up
really?
until today. Yeah,
Oh.
he kind of went off about it and was like, hey, what are we doing? What the hell's going on? And they got free agent spots on a couple of their teams. Um, so there's supposedly some news, but we'll see if that's actually news or not on the ROM. I
Rombo?
saw John
I don't think
Rom.
he would go. If you don't go in the beginning, why go now?
I think I don't think he was anti though. I think he was always
I don't
kind
think
of
any of them are really anti except Rory and
well,
Tiger.
Roaring Tiger, but then their TGL thing just deflated, so to speak.
Deflate their roof burn down or
Yeah.
whatever.
So I mean that's not
So
going
it
to
just got
happen,
pushed for another year.
for another year now.
Yeah.
But what is that concept? It's the same concept as
Well, yeah, the
the
Live
live thing,
changed
right?
PGA golf,
Yeah.
but I don't think anybody was against Live because they wanted the cash,
Yeah.
but they were against the PGA of now if we go to Live, we'll lose all this PGA stuff.
So like what does Rory think about Rom if Rom goes to live?
Probably won't love it. He doesn't like any of those. He doesn't love anybody going to Live,
Yeah.
but well, he might not care. To be honest, he doesn't care about Brooks
Yeah.
or Dustin Johnson or any of that.
But they're still friends. They still hang
Yeah, that's
out.
what I
Yeah.
mean. They're still friends, so he
Yeah.
doesn't care.
But I think it's more of he just doesn't like Greg Norman.
I think that's the big thing. I think nobody likes
If
Greg Norman. If
if
Greg
Greg
Norman wasn't
Norman
attached
wasn't
to it,
there,
yeah, they probably wouldn't care.
and say if Greg Norman's there and there's just Jay Monahan running both or whatever it is,
Yeah.
you know, he probably, just him and Greg Norman are just they're not good together.
Yeah, well, like even Tiger said,
Yeah,
there's no way of doing anything if Greg Norman's
yeah.
part of it.
So I mean, there's stuff been said on both sides,
Yeah,
you know. So uh, golf, women's golf.
their season's over.
They've
It's
got
just ended.
they got something coming up though in December. They got
Yeah,
they're
their
part of the
break is pretty quick.
PNC, but then they've got a thing where they're grouping up with the guys.
Oh yeah, isn't
Um,
Nelly with like Ricky or something like
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
I
happening.
think that's in the next couple weeks too.
Is it? Yeah,
Um,
but their official LPGA Tour season's
yeah,
over.
they're
It just
done
ended
now. Yeah,
like
it just ended
last week,
last week.
right? Yeah,
So, but yeah, no, they got something where they're doing a co-ed type of
yeah.
thing.
I think
So
Nelly's with Ricky, and then isn't Danielle King doing it?
Danielle is in there, and I think Brooke is in there with
Yeah.
someone. So yeah, so I mean, we'll see, that'll be good, I
I'll
think.
watch it. Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be better than the matches or whatever they do.
Yeah,
So
I'm sick of the
you
matches.
know,
Those were okay at first with Tiger and Phil,
yeah,
and
but
then
then once you get NBA players in there
and then we
doing
have
it, I'm
all
like,
this other stuff going on. No, it's not.
I don't want to be watching that.
No, but aren't
So
they doing one now? Aren't they gonna do one now with the girls? Isn't it gonna be like Nelly and Rick, Rory, and uh, Danielle King?
is it a match?
Yeah,
Like the
it's like
match?
a match thing, but I think it's like a co-ed thing, like Nelly and Ricky with versus Danielle and somebody
Yeah, they're doing
maybe.
something like next. I think it's next week or the
No,
week
but that's
after.
not. That's different.
Oh, it's different
It's
from.
like
Oh, they're
the
doing something.
TNT match
Oh,
thing.
really?
Yeah, they're
Oh, I
doing a
didn't hear
thing.
that.
Yeah, I think they're doing something.
Oh, I'd probably watch that though.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
At least it's golfers though. It's not
Yeah, but they're just
basketball
Vegas.
players
I don't
trying to
know.
play golf. Or I mean, are
No,
you gonna watch Nelly trying to play basketball or Ricky trying to play basketball?
no, never.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't want to watch these guys.
Yeah, or like Pat Mahomes and Travis trying to play
Yeah,
golf.
that's just
Yeah, I agree. I
it's
agree. I don't really want to watch
stick
that
to
either.
football, stick to
Everybody
golf.
stick to their
Yeah,
crafts. Yeah.
exactly. Um, that's it for about sports then. I mean, it's you got anything
That's all
else?
we got. That's
Yeah.
all we got covered.
Um, and then what about entertainment? You got any entertainment news you want to hit over? We did talk about this last time, but again, the recording, kind of got all screwed up. But about the Matthew Perry death,
Oh, that we did talk about
you
that last
know,
time. That's right.
that just kills me every time I watch Friends. It's just I
Pretty
can't believe
sad.
he's dead.
Yeah.
The strike was
Shrek
over
is
now.
officially over.
So I
Yeah.
mean,
It's been over
Hollywood,
for a couple weeks, but
yeah,
yeah,
Hollywood's
officially
open
over.
now. So you
Open
got
for
your shows,
business.
you got your movies, coming out. Um,
Not a whole lot. I mean, Oscar season's coming up. That's probably the biggest thing, but nothing really
yeah,
Hollywood wise. I don't think.
yeah, it's been kind of quiet. I
Ever
mean,
since Matthew Perry died, there's really
we were
nothing
kind
else
of
going
waiting
on.
for the strike to end, and then there'd be all this news. But then,
Well, it's not really news. It
I
just
mean,
means like now more jobs are opening up. People can get back to working.
yeah, but
So
the gossip is it's just there's not a lot of gossip either.
no, I think we're low on gossip life. Surprisingly,
Um,
you would think you felt like there was more gossip in like the early 2000s before social media. Like paparazzi was way more prevalent. MTV, E News, TMZ. I felt like that was a bigger thing than gossip really happening now.
well, then
I feel like
like
the Kardashians carried so much gossip for so long,
that's true.
and now there's just not that much gossip.
But then like the performers, I mean, they're doing like their residency like in Vegas where they do all these shows. Like I
Oh
think
yeah,
you know
did Dell do that or something? Did Dell
and
do that?
Dell's doing. I
No,
think
somebody
Katy
did it.
Perry's doing it now. I
Mm,
think Pink is on tour or something like that. And then you got Britney Spears that does it, and so
yeah,
I think a lot of people are just going to Vegas and just doing their thing there.
just chilling
So
out.
yeah, um,
Yeah, not a whole lot of gossip.
no, that's what we got to live on gossip, and there's no gossip.
Well,
So
that's why sports never ends.
yeah,
It's good for
um,
us.
so you got anything else then?
No, I think that's it. I
Uh,
mean,
All right, guys, this is it. Like I said, sorry about the last, kind of been, missing in action, but with him moving and then the whole video thing not working out, so we'll get that fixed for, a couple weeks for next time. Because next time it'll definitely probably, yeah, it'll be remote next time
yeah,
we do it. Um, so yeah, just hang in there with us. We'll just keep getting better. We'll keep getting better on the content. Again, this one was a little different because it was just unscripted. We didn't have any, no notes, no nothing. It's just
I'm sure it didn't seem different whatsoever.
Probably not.
No,
You know, so
I'm sure it's not seemed like pretty much the same.
yeah. So have a good
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
happy Thanksgiving.
Be safe. Eat a lot of turkey and play some golf. So,
Yeah.
all right, guys. Thank you.
Square?
Um,
I don't know. That was probably a pretty long time for
really?
55 minutes. Yeah.
55. Yeah, what happened to your liquor?